Today I'm going to show you guys how to make a sick ass cover art using just an iPhone picture, the snake and 1300 Saints. So yeah, let's get straight into it. Alright, so I have this folder full of, everything we're going to be using. We have the snake, the smoke for, his cigarette, and then, him. We have, the picture. Now, obviously you want to replace the picture with you or whoever you're doing it. Or if you guys do want to go ahead and, follow along exactly, I will leave this down below in the comments. And yeah, just, go ahead, download that. I'm just going to drag all these in like so. And because it's a white background for his image, we can just remove background just really easy. If you have an image where there's hella shit going on in the background, you might have to select the subject and, kind of refine it a bit. But for this image, it's pretty easy, it's pretty simple. We're gonna bring it down. Now we're gonna grab the snake, and the whole idea I had for this cover art was just having it around his eyes, and it's kind of inspired by Thug's Slime Season. Where he had the bandana around his shit, but you kind of just want to position it to the point where like this edge over here is kind of like it's like wrapping around him. You don't want it to be like too don't want it to be like this, right? But you also don't want it to be like just like that. You could have it like this, but it's just better to have that extra depth to it. But yeah, we're gonna make this smaller. We're gonna like adjust it just so it covers his eyes and shit like that. And we also want to keep an eye out on this kind of like area here, so just making sure it wraps around like his shoulder, like right here. And then we can bring that up even more. Boom. Now we're going to duplicate this layer, so you can either Control J, or what I like to do is just hold Alt and then drag it down behind your image. Now we're going to create a layer mask, which is this white box. You just want to click this box down here. It's called layer mask. All right. What we're going to do is we're going to go down here, get a black brush, and we're going to just erase all of this. Alright, and then we're gonna bring this back in. Boom. And then to adjust even more, to get a better look, you can click on the top layer and then hold Control, click on the bottom, Control T, and then we can adjust it. Just really get that squeeze in there, like this. Alright, and I might even get rid of this part over here, just so it's not like known, like yeah, feel me. You could do other shit, you could grab another snake and do like wrapping around the body and shit like that. It's all up to you. Experiment with this shit. You don't have to follow this one-to-one. It's all about experimenting, trying new things, coming up with different ideas. But yeah, next thing I'm gonna do is just grab this smoke. We're gonna put this right there, like so. And obviously right now it looks kind of ass, alright, like there's nothing special about this. But I'm gonna stick on adjustments. Like I said before, like I say in every video, adjustments like really make shit. Like without adjustments, cover arts won't be what they are. They would look like shit. But yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna show you guys the adjustment stack I like to use. So just go ahead, click on this little layer here, this little button, and you want to go to gradient map. Put that to overlay, and already it gives you this really sick, like kind of darkish look. Make like an S-shaped curve like this with 2 points at either side. You want to do brightness contrast, bring the brightness up, contrast up. Now if you guys want different kind of looks with the adjustments, make sure you guys do go ahead and check out my ultimate adjustment pack. I have a BOGO going on as well, buy one get one free. Make sure you guys do lock. I think black is the cleanest. It's like my opinion, but white is really sick as well. They're both really fucking sick, right? This is really simple, really basic. It doesn't really matter, this is just, bro, I'm just, hey, do whatever you want to do. But yeah, we're gonna keep going. So brightness, contrast, I like to get an exposure too. Usually I'll bring it up, like a little bit, like about that much. Bring the gamma correction up. You can mess around with the exposure too. I usually don't, but like this looks pretty cool. We can go ahead and add some like red glows to the snake as well. I think that would look sick. Something like this. Boom. Put that to linear dodge. And if we put the background to black. Next thing I like to do is add a solid color. Just put the gray, like any kind of gray, like just make sure it's kind of like on the darker end. Go to noise, add noise, and I just like keeping it, you know, colored. You guys can put on monochromatic if you want. Gaussian, it doesn't really matter. There's not really a difference with them that I've found. Like just like whatever you fuck with, I guess. Bring the fill down a bit. Put the overlay, by the way, overlay or soft light. And yeah, now right now there's like an outline around them. The best way to just like get rid of this is to create a new layer, grab the black brush, and then just literally like erase it like that. Bring the spacing back up if you took it down. And yeah, that's just what I do with it. Just like get rid of all them spots. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, like that. Just to blend it in. And yeah, that's like pretty much that. We're gonna go into smoke, put a Gaussian blur on it now. Boom. Like so. You know, you can mess around with it, keep it like that if you want. Shit, it's all up to you. But yeah, what we're gonna do here is we're just gonna click on the top layer under all these adjustments. And actually we're gonna bring this color fill down. I forgot to say that. I like to, you know, have my textures under all the adjustments. I'm not sure if other people do that. I'm assuming they do. Hopefully they do, because you know, without it, it's kind of like ass, I'm not gonna lie. But what we're gonna do is basically grab the top layer that, you know, is on top under the adjustments, and then you want to hold shift and you want to click on the background layer. Now if there's a lock on it like this, just want to click on it like that, but you just want to select them all. Control J, Control E, Control A, Control J, and that will give you, you know, just a document. It won't give you all this bullshit outside of it. Whoops, never mind, there's no bullshit. Now what you want to do is just literally scale it up and have it right here in the middle. And boom, that's basically your cover art. Now obviously, you know, if you want it to be white, you can put white, and you can even write some text on the snake here. You can also change the color. You know, you don't have to have it as red. You can change it to like blue or some shit. You know, whatever your heart desires, bro, you can do that shit. But yeah, that's basically it. Aside from, you know, textures and shit like that, I do have a whole mixed media pack as well, by the way, that you guys can put in with the BOGO. But yeah, that's basically it. If you guys did enjoy this little simple, you know, cover art video, hopefully this video inspired you guys to, you know, go ahead and make something like this or something similar. You can also add like blood drops or whatever down his eyes or some shit, you know. Get creative with it. But yeah, that's basically it for today. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe, join the Discord. You know, we have hella motherfuckers in there. I'm trying to, you know, get it active again because it kind of died down. But yeah.